Hello, I am Pratiksha Bachate. My topic name is TCP, UDP and socket. First, see the what is meant by TCP. TCP stands for Transmission Control Protocol. It is the connection oriented protocol, and it helps to the exchange the messages between different devices over the network. Means in that TCP it is establishes the connection between sender and receiver using the handshake method. Means it is TCP will be heavyweight, and how work the TCP means in that three way of handshake method is used, that is synchronize plus acknowledgement and acknowledgement. Let's see the one example. Computer wants to connect to the web server, means in that the computer send the synchronized message to the server, then the server will be reply the synchronized plus acknowledgement message to the client, then client will be send the acknowledge message to the server. It is the TCP will be break the data into small packets and forward it to the destination points. Means it is guarantee that data will be arrive in order. No any packet will be losses in the TCP. Then see the TCP header format. In that TCP header format, first one is a source port. It is a 16-bit field, and it is identify the sending of that port, and second destination port, it is also 16-bit field, and in that it is receiving of that port, and the sequence number is there. It is 32 bits field, and it is used for the ordering, means sequence of that bytes, and acknowledgement number, it is the 32 bit field, and in that number will be expected to the next byte or acknowledgement will be in that field. And next is a header length. Header length means it is a 4 bit, and it contains the length of that header, and reserve the bit, it is a 6 bit, and in that it is reserved for the future use, and it is set 0 by default. And next is a flag. Flags are there. Next URG means in that urgent, data will be urgent in that field, and ACK means acknowledgement field, and PSH means it is a push the functions, and RST means reset the connection, and SYN means synchronize the sequence numbers, and FIN means terminate or finish the connections. And next is a window size. It is a 16-bit field, and in that it is used for how many bytes the sender is ready to that receive the data without any waiting for acknowledgement. Means in that window size it helps to the control the flow of that data. And next one is checksum. Checksum is used for the error checking for that header and data. And urgent pointer, it is a 16-bit also, and it is used for the point the urgent data. And options means in that it is range 0 to 40 bytes, and it is used for the extra features like window scaling or time stamp or padding, etc. Next, see what is meant by UDP. UDP stands for User Datagram Protocol. It is the connectionless protocol, and it is does not guarantee that data will be delivered order or error checking, and it is a lightweight, and it is efficient option to the data transmission. Means in that UDP it does not guarantee that data packet will be arrive in order in the destination point. how UDP works. In that UDP, request and response will be there. Means suppose one example we will take, video conferencing. Means in that data is in parts in the small packets. Means data will be break into the small packets. Then some packet will be lost or arrive out of order. Then the video conferencing will be try to handle it by skip that missing the frame or data, and estimating over the loss of data, and continue the call without any delay. Means in that UDP it is the continue that process, and without any loss. Means UDP cannot UDP is a faster than TCP, because in that no any established connection is there. Next, see the UDP header format. In that UDP header format, the 8-bit contains all the necessary header information, and the remaining parts will be consist of that data. And first one is a source port. It is a 16-bit field, and it is used for the identify the port number of that source. And next is a destination port. It is also 16-bit field, and in that it is identify the port number of that destination point. And length, it is a 16-bit field, and it is used to the length of that header and data. And next one is checksum, is a 16-bit field, and it is used for the error checking for that header and data. Also it is error detection, and it will verify that packets. Next, see what is meant by socket. Socket is a one endpoint, that is two-way communication link between the two programs running on that network. Means in that socket it is a provide a inter-process communication to the point of client and server. In that between socket will be there. How it is socket works. Means in that it is provide the bidirectional or two-way communication facility over the network or internet. And it is the each socket will be specific address is provided. Means address is used for the IP addresses or port number, and it is generally used for the client server application. And the server in that image web server is there. It is create the socket, and it is attached to the network port. Means internet, and it waits for the client to contact it. Then in that host, means client is there. Also client will be created their socket, and it is a connect to the internet. Then in that both will be sockets are connecting to that internet. Then connection will be established, and transfer the data is take place for each other client and web server. And in that there are two types are there mainly sockets. First one is datagram sockets. Datagram socket means it is the connection less oriented for the sending and receiving that packets. Means it is the similar as a mailbox. Mailbox means the letters will be posted into the box, and it is collected and delivered to the letter box. Means in that it is not directly connecting between two devices. And second one is the stream socket. Stream socket, it is the connection oriented sending and connection oriented, and it is a sending and receiving that packets. And also it is a sequenced, and error will be detecting. And in that it is similar as a phone. means in that it is a connection will be established between phone and the conversation take place, means in that the stream socket there is a no any other intermediate devices are present. It is directly communicate with the sender and receiver, or it is directly connected between two devices. Thank you.